And we are back from our break as the party of adventurers see this group approach them as they're running away from the Grinch. What are you all doing?
Is that way? The Celestial Tower's that way. The Celestial Pole.
The compass is like spinning a little bit at this point.
How far away would the Grinch be right now?
The what?
How far away would the Grinch be right now? Do we see him?
You do not. You
Well, he's obviously in the direction that these people are coming.
Yes, you would assume so.
I grab someone near me, like, how far behind you is he?
All right, well, let's see what they respond. How would
the
Very
GM
close.
has no
A little bit.
GM has
A
no
long way.
imagination.
this is not what this stream is about. This stream is not about imagination. The stream is about me using the AI to be my imagination. Respond to being asked where the Grinch is.
Henry,
Hey,
do you think they're far away? What do you think?
Sandy, the cocks don't grab people, okay? We don't just grab random passers-by. You can't
It
just
feels
like...
good to grab someone else instead of being grabbed myself all the time.
Yes, but we're cocks, so you've got to be careful with that sort of thing. Like, we have an official title.
Just
to...
grab him gently, or what?
The first one that you grabbed was too scared. You had to throw that one away. The second one seemed angry and vengeful. And they were eager to help you. So they said, fine, they're there. They must be coming soon. We escaped. We were running away from what we call the Celestial Pole. Whatever is waiting for us there will not be home when we return.
That doesn't really answer my question, but okay.
If you hurry, you might still be able to save the day.
Henry, we have to go now.
Are these villagers, are they all shorter in stature, dressed up in red and green, with like pointier hats and pointy ears that live at the base of the Celestial Pole?
Let's double check. Let's ask the system.
Ask the DM.
Like, do they have the looks of toy makers?
We shall see. All right.
I think right now with the newfound, I guess, relationship between Rudolph and Sandy is going to run over and start to try and like just jump onto Rudolph's back, and it's like,
oh, no, you have to ask permission first. Rudolph, can he jump on your back?
You may ride.
Whee!
Oh, hey, wait, guys!
Two of you may yet sit on my back, Finry.
Oh, yes. Oh, of course. Wait, I know you and I have an unspoken agreement that I can ride on your back, but other people, I didn't want...
Any who participate in the ritual of blowing my flute will be allowed upon my back.
Yep. Gotcha. Cocks on the back. Yep. Let's go.
What is going on?
Hi, yo, Rudolph. Oh, wait.
You see Rudolph start to prance as his feet take up the steps upon the glistening winter day as he rises. His nose glowing.
I shout out, Rudolph, let your nose shine bright!
So as you depart, you look back upon the villagers, noticing the way they are dressed now for the first time as you fly away. And you can see that they were wearing festive and colorful clothing to celebrate the holiday season and the spirit of Christmas. They could have had red and green clothing with white trim, and they could wear hats, scarves, and gloves to keep warm in the cold weather.
As we're flying away, I'm like, Henry, did you see that? They're actually wearing red and green. Looks like they belong here.
I looked down at my monk vestments that are also red and green, and I adjust my pointy cap that's also red. And I'm like, yep.
That's the one right there. That's the one.
On our way, Henry, were they your people? Are they familiar to you?
Okay, right. I might be short. I might look like I am a Santa's helper. I'm a halfling.
Yeah,
I was
pretty sure.
abandoned as a child. I was found floating on an iceberg by these people. They brought me in. It's actually my monastery is at the base of the celestial pole. The Order of Saint Nicholas. It's where I grew up essentially, and it's a lot of feelings going back here. And just pulls out another beer and starts drinking. Not all of them good. This is the worst. It's the night before. It's the night before. And kind of stares off distantly.
Sandy looks up in the same direction, expecting to see something. Is like, what? Does it feel like going home?
Yes. Going home for Christmas. With diametrically opposed family members. Politically, religiously, ethically. Christmas dinners at the Order.
Sandy, can I ask you a personal... Oh, sorry, Finry, can I ask you a personal question?
You're Sandy. I'm Henry.
And I'm Rudolph.
Yes. You are Rudolph, yes.
Nay.
In your youth, did you ever get the thing you most wanted on Christmas?
I never asked for anything. My life has been in service to St. Nicholas and Santa. My whole being has been giving, never receiving. I give the cock, I do not receive it.
Mm-hmm.
That was not even an attempt to make that the reference.
No, it was just dirty. But Finnery has said it with a straight face.
Are you trying to say that the real meaning or thing behind Christmas is giving?
I mean, if you want to put it in such blatant terms, yeah. I mean, like, I'm sure, like, kids and stuff don't see it that way. That's why I'm not really massive on them. They just want to get stuff. But, I mean, it's all about family. Even if you don't like them, like, you still love them. Like, family and everything like that. You don't always have to get along, but they're still your family. Unless they're total arse bags, in which case, like, just kick them to the fucking curb. But, like...
Oh. For my whole youth...
Why?
My whole youth, Finnery.
So dramatic with the hand and everything. It's very dramatic.
It's quite a revelation I'm having right now. And that... everything I've been led to believe has been wrong. Everything that I've seen that people do, everything we've seen in Winterhaven and every other village, is all about the things they were going to receive and get that were taken away.
Oh yeah, no, that's called commercialism / capitalism.
It's pretty bad.
It is really fucking bad.
It's everywhere. In my childhood, growing up, I never once got the thing that I wanted. And I just wanted one thing.
A friend? Because you've got that in me.
I know. And
Yeah,
Rudolph,
hold my
of course.
hand up to do. Yeah, I hold my hand up to do like the full like predator clap thing. Like, you have a friend in me, Sandy.
Thanks, Finnery.
As your hands clasped, you guys hear in the distance.
Well, shit.
As you hear Rudolph say, "I think we've got ourselves a siege."
A siege?
In front of you, you see the Grinch and his forces having arrived at the Celestial Point on a cold and dark night. And they seem to have immediately launched their attack on the unsuspecting village. The Grinch and his minions are using weapons and magic to burn down houses, kill and capture villagers, and steal their gifts and belongings. You can see some of the villagers try to defend themselves, but they're no match for the Grinch and his forces. Many of them are killed in the wake, and some still captured. Some who managed to escape seem to be running for their lives, finding some refuge in the ice ocean.
Whoa.
As the Grinch and his forces rampage through the village, you can hear them laugh and cackle, enjoying the chaos and destruction that they are causing. They seem to be stealing everything they can find, leaving the village in ruins, with only a few survivors left to mourn the loss of their homes.
Well, if there's a siege going on, it's a good thing I brought these cannons. Gadus!
As you load the cannons, the sound echoes across the chasm. From the back of Rudolph, you see the Grinch turn, gazing upon you now, the last remaining hope of Christmas on this here, the many Christmas Eves. As you approach, the Grinch stops, his forces pointed towards you, as you hear him yell, "Steal their joy!" over the cacophony of the battle.
I retort back with the war cry of the Knights of Klaus. Cooks for Christmas!
What is the Knights of Klaus's theme song?
Oh my god.
Very important. This is the backstory. We're building a rich
song.
Tapestry.
Tell you what, it's got to be friendship
song,
based.
I would like
100%.
do we have music, Jez?
I haven't got Christmas
I can't
music.
hear anything. Do we have music though?
So as they're trying to rush up towards you, you see the Grinch and his forces are fighting back ferociously against the villagers. And see you guys now arise, a glint and a globe as the crystals start to glisten upon Rudolph's back. You begin to get an understanding of what's in front of you. We've got this. I do want to give write the lyrics. It's given some good description of it, of the theme song. It says that the Knights of Klaus's theme song could be a mix of different musical styles, with the characteristics of knights, elements of folk music, classic music, rock music. The lyrics could be a celebration of knights and their adventures. It could reflect the spirit of Christmas and the joy of the holiday season.
You know what? You know what,
it's done
DM?
it. It's done it.
Oh.
All right, let's go sing it, Robin.
All right, it's still writing. It's going. We are the Knights of Klaus, defenders of Christmas and all that's true. We stand together strong and brave, and we will never be overcome. With swords in hand and hearts full of cheer, we march into battle year after year. With courage and faith we will prevail. We are the Knights of Klaus, the bravest of all. We face the Grinch with all his might, but we never give up, we never lose sight. We stand as one and we fight as one. We will save Christmas and we'll have some fun. With swords in hand and hearts full of cheer, we march into battle year after year. With courage and faith we will prevail. We are the Knights of Klaus, the bravest of all.
You need to copy and paste that
100%.
and put it in the chat, just so we have it forever.
We can pop that in there.
Inspiration point to the DM.
Oh, that's.
I reckon.
That's so good.
I reckon we could easily print out that on the back of a shirt.
Yeah, I'm
100%.
I'm popping it into my doc so we don't lose that beautiful piece of art.
That is amazing.
Are you guys singing that together?
Oh, 100%. Yes,
No.
100%.
I could just see
Yeah.
a trail of rainbows out of the Rudolph's ass as we're shrieking down towards.
It smells of candy cane.
So as you guys do, is one of you playing the flute?
Gotta be Finnery on the
100%.
flutes.
I would have grabbed if I could have, I would have grabbed the phoenix feather as well, and I would have added that to the flute. And as I become an expert flautist, I'm focusing the energy into the crystals to power up Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Tell you
I'll
what,
ask you
the
one
Grinch
last
is
time. how
The Grinch is
Rudolph
fucked.
transforms. Now with the magical theme song, the magical Crystal 7, and the flute being played in unison. How powerful,
And the power of friendship.
and yes,
And
sure.
and
How
Christmas,
powerful
and the power of Christmas.
does Rudolph become, and I'm going to put every one of these in, with the following conditions. Being empowered by the power of friendship, Christmas, the magical power flute, the 7 elemental crystals of the ice giant. Is there anything else I'm missing?
The phoenix feather, or was that part of the flute?
That's part of the flute now,
Gotcha.
and I think the while being enhanced by the theme song, by the magical theme song, All right, we've given it all of the conditions it needs to tell us how powerful Rudolph does become.
This is like a mega mecha clippy moment, I think.
Yeah.
I turn to Sandy, and I turn to Rudolph, and I say to them, as the AI generates his power up for Christmas.
For Christmas.
Oh, you guys are gonna love this one. All right, so Rudolph could become very powerful with the specified conditions, as they would enhance and augment his natural abilities and powers. Rudolph would be empowered by the power of friendship, as he would be able to draw strength and support from his companions, and they would be able to help and protect each other in battle. Rudolph would also be powered by the power of Christmas. He'd be able to harness the magic and joy of the holiday season, and he'd be able to use it to defeat the Grinch and his foes. He could use the power of the magic flute to unlock even more of his potential, and he would be able to use its magic to enhance his abilities and powers. Additionally, he'd be powered by the 7 elemental crystals of the ice giant, which would give him access to a variety of magical powers and abilities. He could use these to control the elements, and he could use their powers to create ice, other effects that could help him. Finally, he'd be enhanced by the magical theme song, which would inspire and energize him, and which would give him the courage and determination to face the Grinch and his foes. The theme song also boosts Rudolph's morale, and could make him feel proud and confident to take on the challenge.
Plus 10 to all attacks.
With this incredible crescendo in front of you, Rudolph becomes this godlike being with the elements radiating from him. Tell me, as a collective, how you harness this power to defeat the Grinch's army.
Well, I just see like a screaming anime type fireball just flying down at this thing, all guns blazing, massive smiles on faces, right, plummeting towards the Grinch. I don't know what happens next.
I see as this plummeting fireball of Christmas joy comes down towards the armies of the Grinch.
Excellent.
Rudolph reveals themselves to be a mech, and the turrets pop out of it, out of their shoulders, and load up, ready to fire missiles of Christmas joy.
Okay. I've given it the new context that Rudolph is now a mech with gun turrets. Now, it's important for us to let it generate, because this is going to add some extra firepower to the mix.
And that's going to piss off Sandy that he's not talking
now,
to a real
now, mind you, this poor AI is figuring out how gun turrets would interact with the power of friendship.
Friendship missile.
Oh, God. All right. Okay, so Rudolph could be a mech with gun turrets if he has been transformed into a mech by some kind of magic or technological process.
There's the crystals. There's the power.
Oh, hang on. It could have been done by the Grinch.
Oh, twist.
Ooh.
Twist.
Hang on. So
What
the
twist?
Grinch sabotaged Rudolph and made him a double-crossing agent.
As we plummet down, I'm like, Finry, this isn't natural, and I try and jump off.
I swear he's done this
Rudolph
before.
has
I swear
been
he's done this
here
before.
all along.
Rudolph, you okay there, buddy?
The Grinch is no longer your problem.
What?
It is
Yes,
now
yes.
me that you will have to deal with.
Oh fuck! And then I'm going to leap off, and I'm going to try to catch Sandy, and then use the key point to use slow fall. So we don't take fall damage.
Beautiful. You guys land gently as this crash landing Rudolph just doof, plummets in, and you see the dust settle.
What the?
And-
What the? Was that you?
I fucking knew it, Finry. I fucking knew it. This thing was trying to kill me to start with. It's always been trying to fucking kill
You
me.
should
Never done this
trust
before.
a reindeer. They shouldn't be
Fuck.
able to fly.
This
Shut
is why
up!
you don't. This
And
is
I'm-
why they don't
I
let you play any fucking games, Rudolph.
crush a beer can against my head. It's like, come back, and I throw it at Rudolph. Like, come
You
back
think
to us,
your
Rudolph.
prayer will ever defeat me?
Oh. Who said mech?
Yeah, hang on. So now I've got to quickly generate this this image of Rudolph.
All good. Sandy, I know how to do.
What?
It's the nose. Get rid of the light.
You have a weakness that you still haven't used yet either.
I do. That
What?
was. I think it was specifically for the Grinch, unless you tell me otherwise.
He is now on the side of the Grinch. I will give you that.
As I see Rudolph change form, like, I fucking knew it. I want to use my Scar's ability to channel what this thing did to me before and find its friggin' weakness.
There's a picture. He rendered a picture.
I need to see this picture in Foundry right now.
So stupid. All right, I'll try and add
It's
it
so
into
evil.
Foundry.
It's
Like
the
a map.
end.
Do we have a
Pieces of
town
friendship.
map or something?
Yeah, I'm trying to create a new scene. Rudolph. I could probably just make it into an AI. So hang on, I'll make it into a character.
Sandy, if we go for the nose, why is your scar glowing?
Oh no.
I don't know, but I'm getting a sense on this thing.
We probably don't want to kill him, just because, you know, I don't think it's totally within his capability. Like, maybe he's just been, it's part of his programming, maybe we can, like, rewire him or something. He can become a friend again.
It's not natural, Fenry.
What?
Gotta go down.
Rudolph.
See,
This thing,
don't you know his story?
it betrayed me. I was befriended this
It might have
thing.
just been his programming. Don't you understand? You know who that is, right? You know, all of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names.
Just because
And
it
they
was
never
a fucking
used to let him
robot.
play in any reindeer games. But then,
Don't give me
Santa,
that one
the
foggy Christmas
fucking
Eve
Claus.
bullshit.
No, he came to him and asked him to have him use his light to lead his way to that night.
Henry,
And without that, Christmas would have been ruined. We can't just kill him.
listen, whoever Rudolph was might have saved Christmas once upon a time, but now is not that time. Now that thing you see there, that is not the Rudolph you know.
I know
That
but
Rudolph
we don't have to kill him.
Has to die.
No, we can't kill him, Sandy.
It makes sense now. This scar wasn't made by something natural. It was made by metal.
Probably the Grinch's programming then.
My primary directive has always been to obey the rules of my organization. I will follow orders.
Whose orders, Rudolph?
What organization?
I have always been a part of a secret underground society built by the Grinch.
You
Who
were a
made
plant
you,
from the
Rudolph?
start?
What is going on?
What is the name of this organization? Better not be the Cox, because that name's taken.
Fuck it. I'm gonna light the end of my rope,
Let
attach
me
my.
process my thinking repositories.
I'm going to get my backpack, attach it to my rope, light my fucking backpack on fire, and like just try and just launch it at it on the end of a string.
You just smashing your entire flaming backpack into it.
Yes, smashing a flaming backpack into this thing, and then it's on a string, so I'm gonna pull it back. I'm just gonna fucking do it again. Bang!
Well, if he hadn't asked us to roll it before, he's going to ask now for us to roll initiative, so...
I'm just finding it. It is called the Grinch's Horde.
The Grinch's Horde.
GH.
The GH.
I mean,
Grinch's Horde of bitches,
People
or
have
what?
also floated the Grinch's Legion.
GL.
Do you have any preferences either way?
You're all dickheads to me, and you're all gonna end up in the
Yeah.
ground.
Excellent. Prepare to be annihilated.
If he had said exterminated or deleted, we probably would have been sued by the BBC.
Yeah, but see, the AI knows. It's on top of it. It doesn't need our help. All right, so we have you guys in here. You guys are landing next to Rudolph.
Oh, where's my token?
Why is your token dead?
I'll fix it.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I just looked at the fucking token.
The token. Do you like Mech Rudolph?
What? It reminds me of a DeLorean for some reason.
Yeah, that's what the AI thinks that Mecha Rudolph looks like. Ooh, the plot twists.
I don't know where you put this image, Robin.
It's on Foundry.
Oh, hang on. No, I know what you're saying. I can upload it.
Okay, it's in somewhere in the file structure. No idea.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll just upload it again, honestly.
Is it landed or is Rudolph in the air?
It's also landed.
It looks
Okay.
amazing. Like
It does.
if Rudolph was gonna turn into a mech, that's it.
That's the one.
I am just concerned about the lower balls, bright red orbs in its lower region.
You have no idea how I will even use those yet. The outcome of this fight has not been generated.
We gave you those crystals. We can take them back.
Oh shit! Have you got a grappling? Henry, have you got a grappling hook?
Of course I've got a fucking grappling hook and my fucking pack. I didn't light it on fire and throw it at the fucking reindeer.
That was pretty unfortunate. So now,
Sorry. Shit. And then
there you go.
Henry's like,
no.
I'm sorry, Sandy. I'm really sorry, Sandy. Let me just recenter myself. Was not expecting Rudolph, my traveling companion of the past 5 years, to betray me. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna like cross my legs, sit down on the ground, and begin to meditate. It's like center. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
What are you doing, man? Wake up! And I'm gonna give you a smack in the back of the head.
You can certainly try and catch it.
Fuck.
Hey, don't fuck with a monk when he's trying to meditate.
You were singing.
Yeah,
You were singing
it's my
something that
ancient
Rudolph-
meditation.
No,
It's
bullshit.
my ancient meditation. It's the way we calm ourselves. We must sing with the jingles.
I grab your head like, Henry, I think you've been brainwashed. By
No.
Rudolph.
No.
You have.
It's fine. No. It will be good. If I start singing Mariah Carey, that's when you know I'm not me.
If you sing Mariah Carey, I'll kill you myself.
I would want that. It would be a most welcome death.
Reindeer.
Ha! I am back. I am myself on the ground again.
I shall destroy you. And
Joke's on you, Rudolph. Santa Claus is coming to town tonight. This is Santa. This is Klaus. Bring it.
as you guys begin to bring this in, you guys hear over the radio, jingle bells, mech reindeer on the go, dashing through the snow in a world of fantasy and fun, with a metallic body and a heart of gold. Mech reindeer is a hero who fights for good. He has guns in his style.
See, that is blasphemy. That is absolute heresy.
It just stops even trying to be a Jingle Bells parody. It's just like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
All of Christmas land is going to shit, Finnery. Everything is falling apart. The world is corrupted. It's chaotic. It's only you and me here. The last two parts of the cock remaining that can actually set things right again.
We need the balls.
We need the balls. Watch this! And with my backpack on fire, I smash it down, and 1,000 ball bearings come pouring out of it all over the fucking mecha Rudolph.
And in that moment, you know that its weakness is the balls betwixt its chest. All right, you're ball burying this thing. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
With?
Your balls.
Your ball bearings or something. You're throwing the ball bearings at him, aren't you?
I'm gonna try. I don't know if I can attack with a ball bearing.
Just a weapon. You're proficient in ball bearings.
Yeah, you're proficient with balls, right, Sandy?
100%. Unarmed strike?
Sure.
Oh, come on.
What'd you roll?
Oh, big fat 8.
Ooh. You cannot dent this impenetrable body.
Right, okay. As it says that, I'm just gonna huck.
Are you two even on the initiatives?
No,
Well,
initiative.
no.
What's that?
He just threw his balls at you. Fuck.
You are not playing fair.
Fair?
No, if I will count, except if you think about it, Rudolph has turned out to actually be controlled by the Grinch and is an evil mech. So now with that initiative, you are first, Finnery.
Yes,
Right.
I live again.
I rolled a natural 20 again for my initiative.
Yeah, the AI really didn't want them to have a friend. They wanted them to have a betrayal right here in the last moment.
Sandy's devastated.
Mecha Rudolph is, as I take the weight of yet another Christmas friendship ruined by the Grinch, I'm going to huck one of my ninja stars at him. It's in the shape of a snowflake. At my friend Rudolph. It is in the shape of a snowflake.
And you made it festive.
14 to hit?
Too. 14 to hit. Probably is going to miss.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Tink. God. I hate punching metal.
Not this time. I am the optimal Christmas experience.
Right.
Raw commercialism in every sense of the form.
They will be buying my toy at the Christmas aisle.
I am going to rush up and then I'm going to do I'm going to do an axe kick. So I'm going to kick up and it's going to go past the side of his head. But I'm going to aim for the base of his neck and I'm going to cut down on it with my
Alright, good luck.
Fuck, I can't roll on that one. It's another 14. Shit.
Not today, my old companion.
Right. Flurry of blows, motherfucker. And I may just sock him one.
You
So the first
forget
one.
that I sparred with all of you cocks.
Mm-hmm. 27 to hit for the first one.
Oh, stop beating on Rudolph.
And I sock him in the side of the face because I'm just pissed off with him.
Ouch, this hurts.
7 to hit and stunning strike.
7 to hit or 7 damage?
Sorry, 7 points of damage and then stunning strike.
Nice.
So you have to make a con save versus DC 15.
Maybe edit his thing.
Why am I hearing sheep? Is that part of the map?
Yeah, it must be part of the map.
There is
There's a
sheep in
on
this
here.
map, yes.
That's so
amazing.
Christmas
cute.
sheep. How do you think you get Christmas lamb?
The sheep are mine to protect for the feast. All right, that was that 7 damage done.
7 points of damage, and then he has
Yep.
to make a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. All right. Well, he's going to be pretty constitute, I think. One of those.
Okay, yeah, sure. Like,
He's made of metal.
like it.
He's like, he's pretty constitute. That is a 12.
Fail.
Oh my god. Why
Then-
am I stunned? Ow.
Then I sock him in the side of the face, and I feel that connect. I'm then going to jump up, wrap my legs around his throat, and I'm going to throw my weight back, and I'm going to try and like flip him over and slam him into the ground.
Excuse me.
I'm doing monk shit.
But throwing a giant back. All right, let's go.
I guess it's like bitches. Like,
Well, what are you
it's all
doing? Are you
for
trying to like?
flavor.
Are you
It's-
trying to
I'm
strike
not
this
tr- tr-
dude?
I'm not trying to like knock him prone or anything. I'm just saying for flavor, this is what Finry is doing. He's gonna do a cool thing and just flip him over and slam him, and then he gets back up, sort of thing. It's not like actually like knocking him prone or anything.
The reindeer
It's flavor shit.
over with monk stuff.
With punk stuff.
I think it'll give us some interesting context.
I mean, if it does, like, it's a 27 hit because it stuns now.
Yeah, so Finry using his monk abilities to flip the reindeer over could be surprising and impressive a maneuver. Because Finry is a Christmas halfling who is trained as a monk, and he is skilled in the martial arts and other combat techniques. The reindeer would, as a result, be surprised and off balance, and could be unable to prevent itself from being flipped over. It would land on its back or on its side, depending on the direction and angle of the flip. It would be disorientated and vulnerable. So I think as a result of you flipping it, you now have advantage to attacks made against the flipped Rudolph.
Awesome. Well, we can just say that works into it's stunned because it was so stunned by my monkey
Exactly.
flippy spinny shit. And then it takes another 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, it gets hurt from that. If it could speak, if it wasn't stunned, it would cry out. -7. Boom. Ow.
Good. Trying to remember to like take off key points. Super. It's okay. All right. And then as it's stunned on the ground, I'm just gonna have my quarterstaff up in its little mechanical throat, and I'm just gonna say, Rudolph, you're better than this.
I
Stop it.
am my directive.
And look over my shoulder at Sandy. Get him.
Yeah. Is the Grinch anywhere visible right now?
Make a investigation check, maybe.
Oh, that's a huge 7.
You don't seem to notice him
Shit.
nearby.
Okay. Another thing that I'm keen to observe, the weakness. Are they like removable or attached? Are they testicles, basically?
I was about to write, how would someone remove Rudolph's fantasy
Mechanical balls.
mechanical balls. Let's see what the AI comes back with for the answer to that question.
Are you doing a Gary from the last Candle King? Just like "Kadoos!"
Okay, so it's possible, is what it's saying. If someone were to try and remove Mech Rudolph's fantasy mechanical balls, they would likely have to overcome a number of challenges and obstacles. They have to find a way to disable Mech Rudolph's weapons and abilities so that he cannot attack them or defend himself. They would also have to find a way to access Mech Rudolph's body so they can remove the fantasy mechanical balls without damaging them or Mech Rudolph. Which is pretty... you guys don't really care about that at this point.
So technically, he would be disabled currently because he is stunned.
On his back.
He is. He technically, for this moment in time, is stunned. I would let you make a sleight of hand check to see if you can remove one or two of his fantasy mechanical balls.
I run
Can
up
you
on his
remove
back.
the coins from the coin purse?
Let's have a look. I'm so stoked that right now my dex is plus 12 for 20.
You're finally feeling the Finnery feeling.
Yeah, rogues are great.
With a deft strike, you remove one of the orbs between its chest. As you see one of the turrets stop spinning on his shoulders.
Okay, how big is this thing?
It's like a cricket ball. It feels weighty.
Okay, can I,
You got some hefty balls there, boy.
as I step away, I want to try and eat it.
Okay. Okay, well, let's find out, won't we? I guess that's what AI is good for. We can give it the stimulus and see what it designs.
I want the power of that thing on my shoulder.
Oh shit! Okay, hang on. How would
I want the Dragon Ball, man.
I'm a rogue, and I've got a fucking
Rudolph
mech fucking turret
ball
on my shoulder.
Come at me,
give
but
Sandy a gun turret on his shoulder? All right, we'll find out.
I love it that the AI has got the context of all our characters.
It has.
Amazing.
I can just tell it's Sandy, and it gets it. And then, like, I just called it, how would eating the Rudolph ball give Sandy a gun turret? And it said, it's not specified how eating Mech Rudolph's fantasy mechanical ball. It knows what ball I'm talking about. Okay, so, eating the fantasy mechanical ball could be harmful or beneficial to Sandy, depending on the properties. So if the fantasy mechanical ball were to give Sandy a mechanical gun turret on his shoulder, it would likely be a magical technological transformation. We know this to be true. The process of eating the fantasy mechanical ball and gaining a gun turret on his shoulder would likely be difficult and dangerous and require a high level of skill and expertise. All right, so your body is undergoing transformations here. I can only imagine this would require quite the constitution.
Oh shit.
With a what is it, AC or what is it, like
A DC of like,
a
I'd say
DC
like 25.
No, I'm gonna give it 16. Like, you gotta be,
Yeah,
you gotta be
alright.
good. You're probably not a very constitutionally inclined character. 16 is the target to beat.
Ability check, right?
Yes.
Or is it a saving throw?
You can make a save throw. I'll make a save throw. It's like your reaction to
It's
this
gonna be the
regardless.
same for me.
Oh, 17. Yeah, you see that the ball is adjusted, and suddenly Santa Claus with paws with one massive turret now out of its side, versing this downed mech of Rudolph, who also now only has one of the turrets left.
All right.
You lot are now in possession of an equal playing field.
Okay. Well, I think that's probably everything I can do on my turn.
Yes.
We'll probably
Rudolph is stunned, which I think means they miss their turn.
Yep.
Cool. And Finnery, it is your turn.
I look at Sandy with a turret sprouting out of his shoulder.
Mm.
Not you too. And I pull back my fist, ready to strike at Sandy, thinking that he's now joined the Grinch.
Finnery, Grab a ball! They're full of power! You're not part of the cock unless you grab a ball, Finry. Strike while the
Sure.
iron's hot, friend.
Sure. And I'm gonna channel my key. And I'm just gonna like get my hand up against it, and I'm gonna do like the 1-inch death punch, and try to grab a ball.
All right. Mechanically, what are you doing?
I'm literally just attacking advantage.
All right, let's
to grab a ball.
I'll you
go.
attack and make a sleight of hand roll. So like your attack will go through like regardless if it hits, and if it hits, you can do that sleight of hand.
Okay, so but the attack's at advantage
Yeah.
because he's
He's stunned. He's on the ground. He's as good as target as he'll ever be.
only 18 to hit.
Hits.
Okay,
Let's
You will
see.
take- take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and then sleight of hand.
Yes.
That I'm
With all-
assuming that's probably not going to be an advantage.
No, unless you've
No,
got
so-
some other advantage.
I don't. It's still an 18.
Alright, it's gonna. What did I give it to you at last time? Sandy Falls was 23. It's going to fail, unfortunately.
And this and it strikes back in, and I'm like, yeah, no, I think I'll stick with the other thing, and then I'm gonna whack him again.
Is he currently? When does the stun end? At the start of his next turn?
at the end of my turn?
Okay, right, cool. So he's still stunned now, technically.
Yep. And I'm going to like I'm not gonna punch him. What I'm gonna do is do one of those just like falls with my elbow straight onto him.
Cool.
That'll be advantage too.
Misses.
No, that'll be
That's,
an advantage. We gotta give you my advantage.
Advantage.
Oh, my advantage.
You just punch it so much, left, right, center. This one does hit. As
20.
the range hits.
That'll be for a massive 5 points of damage.
Or Rudolph.
Stunning strike.
And he's going to make a Constitution save.
Yep.
Fucking monks.
Monks.
Oh, not one.
Oh, that's a natty one. It was just going to be stunned to the end of my next turn.
Cool.
You ain't going nowhere. You're in the hurt locker now, Rudolph.
It seems to be trying to make speeches, but it just cannot like get the words together.
You know what? You know what? A flurry of blows, and I'm going to hit it again. For another 2 attacks. 22 to hit.
Hits.
That's another 10 points of damage.
That's
I'm
a
going
good
for the
one.
nose this time. I'm just gonna do like one of those like over like the upper air kicks, and I'm just gonna attack the nose. I'm
As
just
the
gonna try and
nose is
shut
hit,
off that light.
You know how those like warning lights start like spinning around in like submarines in movies? It's like like the warning sirens.
Mhm.
His nose is just like lit up like one of those spinning things now, as if it's like a warning sign for an industrial complex.
All right. I want to take the nose, but I'm gonna just over the shoulder to Sandy. I'm like, hey, do you think those balls explode? And then I'm just gonna reach out for the nose, and I'm gonna try to rip the nose off the face of Rudolph.
Ooh. All right. Give that a college try.
That's a 26.
26
To
to
hit?
hit. All right. If it hits with max damage here, I will let you critically remove the nose.
The last attack, no, it's only
You
that's only
smash
7
it,
points of
denting
damage.
the nose, but it's still firmly attached to his rock-solid bod.
As it stopped like flying around like
It's
emergency
now just a bit
warning lights.
wobbly, so it's not like a smooth anymore. Now it like kind of just like.
All right. And
Nowhere near as sexy.
I don't think I can do anything else on my turn. No, because it's either the like bonus action attack or flurry of blows. So I did my flurry of blows. That's it.
I will destroy. And then it's
You
back
know-
to Henry's turn.
Ah, Sandy.
What? No. It's Sandy's turn.
Oh, was that just your turn? My bad.
That was my turn, so
A
then Sandy's
thousand
turn.
things on a month.
Yeah. Well, I just skipped
I know
Rudolph's
I
turn.
did like 50,000 things on my turn.
Okay, we got Sandy.
I'm like, see what this thing does? I'm gonna line up the fucking cannon and aim it at the dude's nuts.
Okay, so
I just step back and I'm like, ugh.
what do you reckon it's worth? Is it worth a D10 or a D8?
Why don't you ask the AI?
Yeah, let's find out. What does the oracle
Should
say?
the shoulder turret do D10 or D8 damage? And if so, how many of them? Alright, let's see. This is one very interesting way to determine damage of made up attacks. Okay, imagination. I know it's about imagination. Just give me what I want to answer here.
Give it a number.
I know what a 10-sided dice is. I would do D10 damage. It would be a potential to do a high amount of damage.
Is that 10d10?
No, it's not saying how many D10.
Like what? 2d10 worth of damage?
So
I mean, it's powered by the spirit of Christmas, so
okay, so we'll
I'd
say
say-
it does D10.
Oh,
So
that's
let's
true.
say-
I might. Well, okay, it's out there. I can't retcon my move now.
How many D10s does the shoulder turret do worth of damage? Should be like remembering it has the power of friendship.
The cannon. Yeah, absolutely.
If the turrets were to do D10 damage, give me.
This thing is warming up. I can feel the rocket burning. I'm like, Henry, do you think it's worth shooting this thing? Or it flies off?
well, I'm pretty sure if you don't let it go, it's going to hurt worse than letting it go. I mean, my experience with the cocks so far
The
is if you
rocket
don't
starts to
let
turn
it go,
blue.
it starts to hurt.
So I've asked it a more pertinent question. Oh, it's still busy generating. I don't think it's come to the end of the answer. It's still just calculating how many D10s it would do.
You know, I'm quite surprised, Sandy, that you're still holding it for this long. Like, are you thinking about baseball or something?
Just
At this point, as you're waiting, the gun just loads. It might just be one of those guns that like it takes like a whole turn to power up, and it only launches the next turn.
oh shit!
You've activated a long-term gun, so it's now
Henry,
charging.
This is
It's
your
just
last
charging.
chance. Do what you gotta do, or this thing's gonna blow.
Am I in the splash zone here?
Rudolph
Do I need to
ends
move
his
back?
turn. Finnery, it is your turn.
No, but like seriously, like, do I need to like move back? Like, the splash zone. Like, I didn't
What?
bring a poncho.
I'm pretty sure at the end of my move, what's his name? Sandy's takes a step backwards. Just to not be in direct point blank range with this thing.
Who's doing what?
So
Sandy took a step backwards, Finnery's turn.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go for that nose. Is the Grinch anywhere around, or is he just like?
Yeah, you guys haven't seen him. He seems to have disappeared. He's used the distraction of Rudolph to make himself scarce. As you're busy looking, you just hear as the cannon does the multiplier of your power of friendship times D10. So I need both of you to roll a D10 determining your power of friendship. We'll take the average of the
Oh my
power of
God.
friendship, and we're going to multiply the amount of D10s by said power of friendship.
That's a
So we have a
10.
high start. We have a pretty good start. So we'll meet in the middle. What is that? Like 8.5. We'll round up to 9. 9.
Yep.
So 9 D10s worth of friendship charge damage fires from the cannon.
Oh god, it's eggnog.
Oh
Oh, it's white and creamy. Ah.
shit! 44 damage.
As this thing gets wiped. Guys, it's me, Rudolph. What's happening to me? It's your primary directive is to stop Christmas.
Fuck you, Rudolph! You fucked it.
Can I use my monastic training?
Mm-hmm.
My one with I have a thing where I can do monk shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like quickened healing. I've got stillness of mind and stuff like that. Can I
trying to do?
use like a combination of all of that? Even my shadow step, if that'll help at all, to separate the good Rudolph, the one that we are friends with, the one that that I have traveled with for the last 5 years, and separate him from the Mecha Rudolph, this Grinch Rudolph.
Hang on, to separate the good Rudolph, and the mech Rudolph.
Because 5 years is a long time. 5 years of friendship and stories.
Finry has been friends with good Rudolph for 5 years. All right.
As I like my eye, Sandy watches as my eyes glaze over, and I'm seeing more into like the spiritual realm of things, and I see what I believe to be a spirit in flux, the good and evil, battling it out, one trying to take dominance over the other, winning out for a hot second, and then the other just like overtaking it continuously back and forth.
You've
And I
seen
look over
Doctor Strange, right?
Of course, I've seen Doctor Strange.
You
I'm
know
a
when
big-ass
they're like
fucking nerd.
they're above their bodies and they're fighting it out.
Yeah.
You go into that state where you see mech Rudolph spirit and good Rudolph spirit fighting it out in this like this plane, as you now are able to, in your state of Christmas meditation, find yourself in the same plane with them.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Henry, you made it! Help me defeat this guy, please.
Yep, your voice still very annoying. Oh, who thought that a high-pitched character voice would ever be a good idea for a campaign? All right. Very well. And I'm just going to launch myself astrally and physically at this Rudolph. And essentially, I'm just going to grab both sides and I'm just going to rip them apart. I'll even expend a key point if I need to just...
Nice. As you go through this thing, you rip the two of them apart, breaking the hold that the Grinch's mechanical power had on the Rudolph mech. And you see that power down begin to happen again. The crystals now falling limp to the ground. The last remaining ball dropping and disintegrating. The mech upon the shoulder of Sandy now also begins to deteriorate as this biological mech enhancement falls away. And as the party finds themselves here at the foot of their slain enemy, they have a moment to pause and talk amongst themselves.
What the... Finry, what did you do? I was completely overpowered.
It was the eggnog. Without the eggnog, I wouldn't have had the lubrication for...
How the fuck...
to get in there.
Finry had the cock rocket on my shoulder. Did you take that away from me?
No, no. It was in tandem. The eggnog that was shot from that allowed me to slip in. The lubrication, the
Did
of it.
well, what of it now? Is Rudolph dead at last?
No, he's separated. We have our Rudolph, not the one that did that to your face. Our Rudolph is here.
Where?
It's me, your Rudolph.
Rudolph?
I've been feeling really out of it for a lot of years, and I'm sorry.
You've made a lot of promises over the last 24 hours or so, Rudolph.
I know, and I remember some of them, and this part of me was always sad for what happened.
Can we trust you now?
I honestly need time to learn to trust myself again. Until then, I can't make any statements for you.
I think I know what happens. We gave him all of the power, all of those crystals. What if we shared them amongst ourselves and then together, just like always, the power of our friendship, the power of Christmas, of coming together. I think that might be our goal. Instead of relying on one person.
I think you're right. You can't put all our eggs in one basket. It is the team. It is the Knights which saved the day.
Exactly.
And as the beautiful moment sunsets over you all, you reflect over the day you've had. After defeating the bad mech Rudolph and restoring Christmas to the village, the heroes and the townspeople could celebrate the holiday in many ways. They sing Christmas carols, exchange gifts, they put on a feast of delicious foods and drinks. And some of them even begin to redecorate their homes and streets with Christmas lights, wreaths, and other festive decorations, putting even those that were thought too clumsy earlier in the year now on full display. They erect a Christmas tree to symbolize the light and joy of the season. You all participate in some festive activities such as ice skating, sledding, building snowmen. You see many enjoying the company of their loved ones, celebrating the holiday with joy and happiness. In addition, you are not left without gifts. The townspeople shower you in gifts as reward and thanks for your bravery and service. You receive gold, treasure, and even some choice magic items as reward for your victory. And they could use those rewards in future adventures and quests. Overall, you sing, dance, eat, enjoy each other's company, and celebrate the holiday with joy, happiness, and gratitude.
Friendship.
And friendship.
And a shit ton of alcohol.
Don't give the reindeer rum.
You guys all just hear, too late.
Oh god, Rudolph's back!
And you just see Rudolph just like running around the village as a finale to this wonderful little one shot.
We're just like cheesing, like, oh, Rudolph, cheers.
You silly bum. And with
Freeze
that,
frame.
you have all enjoyed the first of the AI-driven one-shot adventures. So a big shout out again to OpenAI for this incredible tool. And all of you for joining us for the full year.
Wait. Are we the Grinch is still out there?
Oh, yes.
Are we doing another one next week?
Oh, no, probably next year.
Next year.
This is the Christmas story that will continue. Every year we'll do another part of the AI-driven storytelling. Eventually, it won't even be Christmas anymore. We're just gonna
I'll tell you off stream the idea that I ran by Jeremy for
Nice.
something.
We look like we have some fun ahead of us.
Oh, too good.
Thank you all again. Thank you, Inflatable Cat, for the donations.
Thank you,
I hope
guys.
you're enjoying those dice. I cannot wait to see more of them as they are revealed leading up to Christmas. I think that's our last one for this year, probably, though. Hey, Jez.
Could be. Yeah, I'd say
Could
so.
be.
It's the last proper
If
one.
you see something else, see on socials, but I think no official campaign stuff until next year at this stage.
Yep.
Look, I got one more. Look, 2 more Thursdays before Christmas. One of those I work the next day, and that's the busiest day of the year for me. For the 23rd will be the busiest day of the year, and I need sleep.
The 26th will probably also be nuts, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm working the 26th. Like it's Boxing Day, and my store's going to open up at 8 a.m.
Yeah, there you
So,
go. You'll have fun
For
with that.
some reason, like it's going to be super busy at 8 a.m. when everyone's sleeping off the Christmas hangovers.
Feels about right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
all right, folks.
Have fun. Good night. And we'll see you next year or sometime before that.
We love you all so much.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.